is a reading for the future of Pisces. You don't have to be a Pisces to resonate with this reading. You can be energetically connected to someone less Pisces. Somewhere in their astrological chart, you can have Pisces in your astrological chart. You came across this reading and it just resonates with you. Check your Neptune or your Pisces in your astrological chart to see how you may resonate with this reading. Thank you so much for supporting Sikiksyd. How are you today? I hope all is well. So you have, I'm a Capricorn. So you can be dealing with a Capricorn or an Aquarius, or you gather in your chart. The energy is toxic. I'll never change my toxic ways. So you'll never change, you're feeling like you'll never change your ways even though you feel like they're toxic. Or someone else is feeling like they're never going to change their ways even though they know that they're toxic. Okay? You know, someone's saying, I'm not going to change from being low vibrational. Okay? Either you're saying this or someone else is saying it. Yeah, birds bring a message full of cheer. If this card falls distant, all is not clear. Whatever the outcome, remain without fear. Woes will be brief when the birds disappear. The Seven of Pentacles, Taurus, and Saturn, strong Capricorn, Aquarius, and the birds. I feel like you're receiving a good message. If you're in a relationship, you don't trust your partner. They could be a Taurus, a Capricorn, or an Aquarius. You don't trust them. And they don't trust you. It goes vice versa. Either you don't trust them or they don't trust you. There's also going to be erectile dysfunction in the future, like difficulty being intimate, difficulty being aroused, especially if you're a man. Okay? You just feel like financially you've invested in it, in like a relationship, a dynamic, or time. You have invested time or money into. Okay? Take that as confirmation. What is the future for Pisces? Something about Wednesday. You've been saying 11-11 a lot. It's the future for Pisces. The Knight. Okay. That energy is the Priestess. The Knight symbolizes the fact that all the Knights are learning. They're all still learning. There's something that they have still not mastered yet. For many of you, you have not mastered your confidence, your self-confidence, your actions, being connected to that confidence and that ego. That also connecting to finding your joy, your happiness in this life. With the Priestess, the High Priestess is Moon in Virgo, esoterically, because of the fact that the Moon, representing in the esoteric and the spiritual world, represents psychic, intuition, and then Virgo, optimism. High Priestess is typically a tarot card reader, a psychic, a medium, a seer, or someone who is highly intuitive. Is okay with being alone. Is also the Moon in Virgo energy, or just the High Priestess, honestly, which is the energy that you'll be encountering or you'll be embodying, Pisces, right? Is also the energy of being catered to in a relationship. Right? So this could be something that you were desiring in a relationship to be catered to if you're feminine energy. Or it's something that you'll be receiving. Okay? Now, with the High Priestess, you're also, if you're single, you're someone that many people desire but feel like they cannot have. You also look much younger than you actually are. You only speak when it's actually necessary. There there's also what's hidden from you is, if you're masculine energy, there's a very important feminine energy in your life. So it's very important to you. Where the connection started off emotional and never grounded itself into the physical reality, into a real relationship. Or started off physical, a physical relationship, and now it's an emotional relationship. Okay? It's also the secret keeper. The high priestess is the secret keeper. Think about it. Being a tarot card reader, psychic reader, seer, so many of my clients come to me and divulge secrets. These are also things that are always revealed through divination, reading the astrological chart, or I see into their future before it happens. But it's about confidentiality regardless. The high priestess is considered above the empress because she doesn't have to divulge information in order for people to give it to her. So she's also someone who knows so much about other people, but when it comes to other people, they don't know anything about her. She's also someone who's intrigued by the mysteries of the universe. So you'll be feeling intrigued by astrology, intrigued by spirituality, intrigued by the stars, and intrigued by these things. They don't ever allow someone to make you feel ashamed for you being curious. It's beautiful that you're willing to learn something new, and that's exactly why you'll be able to manifest your dreams, your goals. I think it's very beautiful. Alright, let's see. What's the future for Pisces? What is the future for Pisces? So, still learning. There's something that has still not been learned. Each night is still learning. So there's a lack of consistency because they still haven't mastered something. Rather, it's ego in action, or emotion, or finances, or self-worth and self-value, or logic, intelligence, communication, thinking, speaking, writing, intellect. There's something that has not been mastered. Patience. What's the future for Pisces? You have strength, Venus and Leo. You're famous. You can rap, dance, act, sing, or work with beauty, fashion. You have the Ace of Wands that sort of came out like this. Maybe you have a son. There's something about sexually. There's difficulty regarding intimacy, or even taking action on the things that you want to take action towards. 10 of Cups. You're wanting to be more inspired. The 3 of Cups, Cancer and Mercury. You're wanting to be more inspired. You're also having difficulty taking action towards the things that bring you a lot of love or joy in your life. If you're in a relationship, you are the happiest you've ever been in that relationship. As far as 10 of Cups here, the only thing is there's no intimacy here. There's something about the sex life is not successful. Something about that. If you're single and you're not willing to settle for less than you deserve, you're gonna only be in a relationship if you're getting what you want. I see you spending a lot of time around family or around your children, and you're having a lot of fun. You're actually going to be very happy with the 10 of Cups. I feel like there's been a loss of a spark. Loss of a spark. I see you celebrating with friends. You're celebrating in a relationship, Cancer and Mercury. Celebrating strength. You feel like if you're in a relationship, this type of relationship doesn't come around very often. The deceased is watching over you, so if there's someone who is deceased or no longer living, they are watching over the person you are meant to be with romantically and you. Okay? Somebody who ghosted you or left you out in the cold, you could have done this to someone else. It could be a Taurus, Gemini, or Virgo. Is coming towards you. Or is coming back towards you. It's going to be a job opportunity. I see you do love what you do for a living. Maybe you have a son. You have like a child that's a son. You could rap, dance, act, sing, work in law enforcement. Here you have the heart and the feather, which in the past, the whole point of this was to say that the heart must be lighter than a feather in order for you to get into heaven. Right? Like, have you ever heard, oh, this has been heavy on my heart when someone has done something wrong? It was believed that, you know, if you'd done right and you were moral and you had a good conscience, that you would not die with a heavy heart. Right? This is living with no regrets. I'm hearing that, living with no regrets. If you're single, you've been going through a difficult time and somebody's going to come into your life that's sort of like an angel. This is Goddess Isis energy. Something is over because there's like bones down here. Something is over and final. And someone took a bite out of the apple, which means someone's willing to learn something new. Because Eve was not being Eve wasn't being tricked. Eve was being warned. What happens when you think for yourself? There's 8 seeds in the apple for a reason. 8 representing the esoteric and occult, also pain. Right? Which is why most women feel it's a blessing, right, when they have a period, when they have their menstrual cycle, their moon cycle. Because even though it is extremely painful, and the equivalent of a heart attack, they're not going to bring a life into this world that they're not ready for. Right? A necessary evil. Now, if a woman she becomes pregnant, right? It's amazing that she's bringing a beautiful life into this world. But her body is ripped. Limb from limb into that baby is brought into this world. And it is extremely painful. It's most times women can die. You know, it's very easy for a woman to die during childbirth. It is a very, intense situation. A necessary evil for her to bring this life into this world. Her body is ripped to pieces. A gift and a curse. You see that the snake is no longer the Ouroboros, but, the snake. You've been seeing 2222 a lot. Or 2222. The sun, enlightenment that you didn't see because she's blinded. You didn't see. You didn't see. Like, I'm blind. You are not blind. Okay, you can see. There's something that you're going to see or you're going to hear. It's gonna be very loud and clear to you, okay? Okay. I see you celebrating with friends, or if you're in the military, you're getting a promotion, some type of reward. Congratulations. Okay. I also see you dating. If you're single, I just see you dating. You're mingling, getting to know people, stuff like that. There's someone who's coming along and you're like, this smells like an angel. I also see you forgiving but not forgetting, because I see the elephant. Which they forgive but don't forget. And they're also very big and strong, right? But they don't even eat plants. Which means you're strong without needing the flexor. You've ascended, you've grown up. Because you don't have control over other people. You don't have control over the way that, I always live by that saying that you cannot control how other people treat you. You can only control how you react to how you are treated. Other people's karma is how they treat you, but your karma is how you react to how you are treated. You have the temple of elevated senses, impeccability, you have advancement and loftiness, number 66. Okay. I feel like you're coming out of a tomb. This almost feels like Frankenstein. Frankenstein created a life in this world. There's also dimensional planes of perception, the number 6, mastery, accountability, and acceptance, the number 78. If you're in a relationship, you and your significant other also own a business. If you're single, you're going to be allowing love into your life and choosing one partner. But Frankenstein, a lot of people thought Frankenstein was the monster. Frankenstein was the doctor that created the creature. He created this creature, and he gave it no love. He gave it no compassion, no kindness, no empathy. He didn't want it to be acknowledged as something that someone or, a being that had feelings, that it had self-worth and self-value, that it should have been taught that. And so when it snapped one day, all of a sudden it's a monster. Right? If you want something to be stable, you have to nurture it. That was a prime example. You want something to be stable, you have to nurture it. You brought life into this world and then did not nurture it. Feminine energy is nurturance. It is internalized. It's the internalized healing. It is the recognition of one's self-worth and self-value. It's being able to see that emotions do matter. It's about coming into one's own self-development. So you can go on to mission. And then leading into recognition. Which also transmutes into physical awareness and how one looks in hair, skin, and nails. Which is why they say you can tell when someone's not problematic. Because they don't age. They don't look their age. And that's very true. It's a reflection of what's inside. You finally you've mastered your emotions. Because you became accountable for them. You accepted how you felt instead of being like, oh, I feel this, but I got to get rid of this. No, this is how you feel, and you accepted it. You became accountable for it. And then released it. Which led you to a whole new level of the way you think and the way that you believe. And you took back your power. That's how you take back your power. What is the future? Wow. That's beautiful, Pisces. What's the future for Pisces? What is the future for Pisces? So it could be a knight that doesn't want to change their ways. Okay. You have Caterpillar opportunity, the number 4 being the hidden energy, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo energy, Cancerian energy. You also have the number 39, detox, repairing the body, mind, and spirit. So you could definitely be detoxing Pisces, clearing in the bath. Like a little mermaid, you could be, detoxing some toxic ways or needing to repair yourself, before, or even if you're a man needing to do this, needing to master yourself. The knight, a priestess is above the pages, the knights, the kings, and the queens, and the empress. This is someone who has not mastered stuff yet. Okay? But whether you're a man or a woman, it is about you being accountable for yourself and your healing. Okay? Because you can never get enough healing. Because every day there's going to be something new to heal. Never will you wake up one day and say, oh, I am completely healed. No, because in this day, there's going to be something else that triggers you for you to heal. And that's okay. That is okay. If If you're a masculine energy, you're feeling like you're really wanting a relationship or a commitment, or you're really open for that, basically. If you're a masculine energy, I mean, you could be a father or the head of a family. For some of you, are a CEO, entrepreneur, a business owner of some kind. But you are wanting a commitment. You're wanting to place a feminine energy on a pedestal and to show that they are important to you because you feel so comfortable within yourself. Okay, this has been your reading, guys. Thank you